Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Shug, where you send me emails and I answer your questions with my opinion or my advice, and it's only my opinion or my advice. I'm not a professional. If you need a professional, please seek one. Also, hit that follow button. Follow button. Let's get started, Shug. Hey, Shug, I'm having a really difficult time. I'm almost 40, and I feel like I am attractive, but nobody wants me. They just want one thing from me, and it's made me feel so unworthy and like something is wrong with me. I can't figure out what it is, and I also have tried with guys that's older than me and younger than me. Both kinds are like this with me, and I'm disgusted of myself, and I'm so sad and lonely. I don't know what to do. Shug, it's not you. It's not you. I think it's kind of hard to find people these days because we are in more of a now hook up culture. So that's what people's used to doing. I'm not saying do that. Do that if you want to do that. If you don't want to do that, don't do that. But it's not you. You're not the problem. You just haven't found the right person yet. You know what I'm saying? So you're just gonna have to keep looking. Don't get down and out. Don't get discouraged. It's not you. It's just you haven't found that right one yet. You remember when you was I don't know if you've ever been married before, don't say. But you know how you found that good relationship one time maybe? And it took a lot of bad ones to find that one good one or something. But, you know, when we're all dating and we're all younger or whatever and going through stuff, we go through a lot of bad ones, or a lot of temporary ones. And you just got to be patient, and patience is so hard, Shug. I don't have it either. But it's not nothing wrong with you, Shug. It's not nothing wrong with you. You just found the wrong one. And just because that's what these guys want. So if you don't want to do it, don't do it now. Don't do it because you think that they're going to love you. Because that ain't going to make them love you, okay? If they really like you and they interested in you, they'll wait a long time for it. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't want to give it up, don't give it up. You ain't the problem. They the problem. And you're just going to have to keep looking. So just go and let them go out with them, hang out with them, let them show their true colors. If you don't like that color, that true color of them, toss them out and go on to the next one. So you're just going to have to keep going through it, okay? It ain't you. You just ain't found the right one. I'm right on this one, I think. All right, we're on to the next one. I'm behind in my rent because of my husband having to stay home and take care of his mother, who's now in the hospital, has been off and on the ventilator. Who has been on and now is off the ventilator, thank God. That is good, so I'm proud. I need to call and talk to my landlord about this, but don't know how to go about it. What should I do? I'm scared of what he'll say, you know. We have 4 kids and don't really have any other options at this time. Also, my husband was able to go back to work, but he just started. I am behind on emails, so you have probably already went through this, but maybe somebody else is going through this. So I guess you're just going to have to call and talk to him. I think it would make the situation better than not talking to him or not telling him. Just from my point of view, I've never been in this situation, so this is not me talking from experience. But call and talk to him. Tell him what's been going on. Tell him why you've been behind. Tell him that your husband's now going back to work. Pay a little something, you know, if you got something. But I think you should let them know. I think you should let the landlord know, just so they don't think that you're just trying to skip out on them. You know what I'm saying? And I think that would be the best way to handle it. At least let them know. And they might have more sympathy and, you know, can work with you. But if you just go for a while without telling them what's happening, they're going to be planning on evicting you and getting you out so they can get somebody else in. So I think that's how you need to handle it. Call them and talk to them. Tell them what's going on. Maybe they'll be a sympathetic person. If not, at least you'll already have a heads up of what's going to go down. You know what I'm saying? If you just avoid the situation, it's not going to make the situation any better. So yeah, go ahead and talk to him. I'm sure this has probably already happened because, like I said, I'm behind on emails. But I think you should talk to your landlord and let them know what's going on. I think that would be the best thing on that one. All right, let me go back. I guess I have to start giving y'all my email address again. I might be. No, I ain't running out. Never mind, live. All right, the next email, Shug. I recently cut contact with a family member who I was really close to because I was being bullied by them. Anytime I sent a photo of me and my spouse, he said it looked like I was nagging or complaining about something to my spouse. At times, if we were on speaker, he'd say, "I'm sorry you have to put up with her." He'd tell my spouse to not eat my cooking. It may be poison. What? Was I in the wrong or was he? Well, It sounded like he was being mean towards you, so he was saying bad stuff about you. I do not know your family dynamics or how it is. Do you feel like he was serious? Or just being like picking? Which I'm assuming you felt like he was being serious or you wouldn't have cut contact. Because I know I pick real hard with my friends and family. Like, I give them a hard time and aggravate the hell out of them. But that's how we are. Like, I'm going to pick on you real hard. Like, if you're my friend or family, like, I'm going to talk shit. So if that's not what he was doing, and he was being mean and sincere about the things he was saying about you, and you felt that's how he truly felt, just cut it off, so. If that's how you really felt and that's how it was, no, you wasn't in the wrong. Sometimes you got to cut ties with people. You got to get them out your life and move on. Now, if he calls and says, I'm sorry, I realize what I've done, and I'm sorry that I hurt your feelings, or I didn't realize I was hurting your feelings, yeah. Have you talked to him about it, though? Did you talk to him? Express how you felt and ask why? Sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes people don't realize what they're doing. I'm a firm believer in that. Some people are just so oblivious. Maybe you should talk to that person. You may have already. Talk to them and say, hey, I don't know why you're saying all that shit about me. Are you being for real or are you joking? Because it hurts my feelings. And if you tell them that and they don't care about your feelings, you probably did the right thing. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, talk to them. And if they don't care, then cut them out. So it's all right. All right, here's the next one. Hope this finds you well, and I'm sure you're all working, so just let me know. My name is so-and-so. I'm 60 years old. In August, I bought a a new Audi A5 turbo convertible. Okay, sugar, here I come. I let my half-sister borrow it because she had no vehicle. And just like me, she is a nurse. She refuses to bring the car back. Oh, hell no. Hell no, hell no. She has wrecked it 3 times and impersonated me, got a rental car, then wrecked the rental car in March. Wait. Impersonated me, got a rental car, wrecked the rental car, and then March 1st, she totaled my Audi. I have taken her to court. She states that she was not driving. However, I have video footage from the gentleman that she hit 2 sets of twins, 3 and 5. Never got out of the car and left the scene of the accident. How on earth can she go through life holding this devastating inside of her guts? Well, shit, Shug. Shug, it sounds like your half-sister. Your half-sister. It sounds like you need to distance yourself from her after. I'm sure you already have, but Shug, this is not a normal relationship. I'd be so pissed. So you have every right to be pissed if you feel pissed and you're wondering why you don't feel pissed, or why you feel pissed. Don't feel like that. So you have every right. I'm glad you took her to court. So people like that don't need to be in your life because it's a little crazy. You know what I'm saying? A little crazy. Yeah, so she's crazy. She's crazy. Take her to court. Get your money back. Go get your new Audi. Don't let her borrow shit. So don't let her borrow sugar. She'll mess it up. I don't know how people can go through life acting like that and being like that. So the way you feel about the situation, you're very validated in it because that is crazy as hell. And yeah, don't let her borrow nothing else. So nothing else. Don't let her eat off a fork of yours. I'm sorry you went through that, so but hopefully court will be over fast and in a hurry. And don't let nobody else borrow your shit. So you don't let nobody. People don't take care of shit like you do. I don't know why. I know if I ever have to borrow something from somebody, which I usually don't, like I'm gonna take triple extra care of their stuff than I would mine because I appreciate it so much. So yeah. So I'm so sorry about that. All right, next to our next email. Been divorced for over 3 years. I'm afraid to go out on a date because I have crappy taste in men. Alcoholic, narcissistic men. Or it could actually be me. I have no clue. How do I figure this out? Help. Don't be afraid to go out. So you've got to go out or you're not going to find a man. First of all, they ain't going to come knocking on your door. Well, I don't think so. I don't think they do that. But you've already acknowledged one part. You said you have crappy taste in men. So therefore, you know what to look for when you start getting attracted to a man. You can say, now, sure, you know, this This an alcoholic, narcissistic man. You better move on. So you already know that you're looking for that type person. So when you find that type person, we got to try something different. You got to try something different. Some people like excitement, and they find excitement in bad stuff. So that might be what you're going through, sure. But you're aware that you have a crappy taste in men. So keep that at the top of your thing. And just while you're meeting that person and you're talking to them, run it through your head. He hit another one. He hit another one. You got to let him go. You sure? You got to kick him on out, okay? But don't let stay cooped up in the house thinking you ain't gonna find a man because you got bad taste. Just change your taste. That's easier said than done, ain't it? But you know the red flags that you usually find in a man. When those red flags pop up, you need to move on. It's time to move on to another man because that one ain't the one. And if you actually think it could be you, what do you think you're doing wrong? Sometimes we do have to self-reflect. You said, or it could be me. Sometimes we do have to self-reflect. I don't know enough from this email to know if it's you or not. But if you go out with a man and he hits any of those red flags that you already know is a red flag, you got to get rid of him. Now, if it's something that you think you're doing, what is it that you think you're doing that you ain't supposed to be doing? And then change it. Anyway, so that's the end of this email. Y'all leave comments to give these folks your opinions on their emails. Because you may have a different opinion than I do. And we're trying to help them out. So, bye.